All right, Mark. Time for the best 11. 11 questions. Try and
Oh
do a
boy.
rapid fire. Try not to think too hard about this stuff. 11 questions, cricket and non-cricket. See how you go. You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah. Do we have do you have a mute button or something in case I need to be muted?
Here we go. First question. The nicest or the best cricket ground experience you've had as a player or a fan?
Well, Church Street Park, of course.
Just a bit biased.
Just a bit biased, but no, what a ground.
Your favorite place to eat out on tour, or it could be a chain, fast food, it could be just a specific restaurant. Your favorite place to go out to when you're in a different city outside of Morrisville.
Oh boy, I love to find brew pubs. They seem to have the best food. Haven't gotten to travel a whole lot in the last year, but give me a brew pub and I'll be happy.
Your favorite cricketer of all time?
This Alvin Carolina. Are you kidding me?
Coach.
Coach.
Your favorite non-cricket athlete of all time?
That's a tough one. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and the Redskins, back when I was growing up, they won some Super Bowls. So when I think back on the Fun Bunch and the Diesel and the Hogs, those Redskin teams from the 70s and 80s, I liked a lot of those players. And I was a rabid Redskin fan before I became a Panther fan.
Who is your go-to quarterback if your season is on the line? Are you going for Joe Theismann, Doug Williams, Mark Rippon? Which one are you choosing?
Well, I'm going to go further back. I'm going to go to Sonny Jurgensen.
Oh,
who
that is further back.
Way back. I met him at a bar. Actually, there's a place called the Touchdown Club in D.C., which was kind of the Redskin hangout. I was told that if I went in the bar, I could meet Sonny Jurgensen. So that's where I met my idol.
Your favorite non-cricket sports venue? What's your favorite stadium to watch a game in?
Without a doubt, PNC Arena, where the Carolina Hurricanes play. Hockey is truly the sport to be seen in person, and the Caniacs and the Hurricanes, there's nothing like them in the world.
I grew up as a big ice hockey guy. I played ice hockey. I was probably one of that and tennis were the two sports I stuck with longest growing up. Grew up as a New Jersey Devils fan during their 3 Stanley Cup runs in 95, 2000, and 2003. Went to a couple playoff games. Like you said, there is nothing like watching an ice hockey game in person. There's a lot of other sports I like watching on TV, but in person, the in-person experience watching an ice hockey game, it just doesn't compare to anything else. The speed of the game, the athleticism, everything that happens in an ice rink, it doesn't translate very well to TV.
The skill of those players is amazing. They'd be good cricketers, actually. You know that?
Part of my skill set in terms of transferring to cricket comes from ice hockey. Again, you're playing the puck off the ground level surface, off the ice. And so, the slap shot technical motion is very similar to a cover drive. And just the way you kind of hold the stick, you don't hold a baseball bat like that.
Yeah, maybe we'll discover the next big wave of Finnish and Swedish cricket players.
Call up Ron Francis.
There you go.
All right, your favorite. We might be going to the Hurricanes again here. Your favorite sports moment in North Carolina State history. That could be college sports, could be UNC basketball, football. It could be North Carolina State, could be professional sports, could be cricket. What's your favorite moment in the state of North Carolina sports history?
I would say it was 2006, actually seeing the Hurricanes win that Stanley Cup in person after they were dominating the Edmonton Oilers, and Edmonton came back and won a couple games at the end. They were forcing a game 7. To be there at the arena when they won, it's literally 8 months of stress at once is gone in a flash. We were lucky that we had the ability to see the cup that night and drink out of it. Couple months later, it came to our neighborhood, and the kids ate ice cream out of the Stanley Cup. So a lot of fond memories of that run. And I would say overall, that was my favorite. I'm a Tar Heel, so I've been really blessed with some good basketball also. But the Stanley Cup in 2006 was an amazing ride.
Are you a Coke or a Pepsi guy?
I'd rather have a Mango Lassi, to be honest with you. I don't drink sodas anymore. I was told that it's not good for you. So I'm trying to stay healthy, and I want to play cricket. My goal is to play cricket till at least I'm 70. I got to cut out the sweets to do that.
Straight bat for the high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Your favorite pizza topping? Have you stopped pizza? Are you still a pizza? Do you go to the pizza every?
No. They just opened. I'm in Cary now, but they just opened a great Brooklyn pizza place. I like the deeper dish pizzas, either Chicago or the square Brooklyn style. But I like something with a little substance to it, not the little scrawny flat pizzas.
So what's your favorite topping?
Probably pepperoni, but give me some good sauce and cheese, and I'm fine.
Your favorite movie of all time?
The ones that struck me when you saw them in real life were things like I grew up kind of a Star Wars guys back in the 70s, so they look kind of cartoonish now when you look back at the early ones, but at the time they were state of the art and they were pretty impressive. So I'm kind of a Star Wars fan.
If you had to pick one of the three originals, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, or Return of the Jedi, which one would you go for?
The first one, which I guess was the third one, right? Or
the fourth. The first is the fourth.
The
first is the fourth.
Whichever, that's when they lost me, when they started going in reverse.
So Star Wars, A New Hope. Your favorite show to binge watch on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, DVD box set, any those kind of things. What's your go-to show that once you can sit for hours and hours at a time?
Any car restoration show I really like. Texas Metal, Iron Resurrection, what is it? Bitchin' Rides is another one. I grew up in the 60s and the 70s. My grandfather was a Chevrolet dealership. I got to live in these brand new Camaros and stuff. And when I see someone take an old Camaro from the 60s and resurrect it, I'm happy then.
All right, last one. This is a Raleigh, Morrisville tailored final question.
All right.
The best cut of beef on the menu at the Angus Barn. What do you go for? The bone and tomahawk, the Chateaubriand, prime rib, the filet mignon, the T-bone, the ribeye, or the New York strip?
I like the New York strip because it has a little something to it. It's got, the filet is too soft and tasty, and it feels like you're eating cupcake or something. But when you get into the New York steak, New York strip, it's got some real taste behind it. It's aged just right, and they cook it like never before. So I'm a big New York strip steak guy at the Angus Barn when I can afford it. It's not a cheap date, though.
It's not an everyday meal at the Angus Barn.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And how do you get your New York strip cooked?
It's medium, which means it's still a little pink inside.
Medium's all right. Medium. Yeah. I'm a medium rare guy. Medium's okay. You can't charcoal a steak, or else there's no point to it. You got to keep it a little bit red in there.
No. Now you're making me hungry, Peter.